Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Dan Straley gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed
to. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And, you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a team-wide struggle this last week or so, and they might not be through the worst of it yet.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just really free and easy out there in this first inning. He threw that ball right by him.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Jose Peraza comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, center fielder, Jose Peraza.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
And that includes winning the first 2 in this series, so they've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here. Well, things are looking up for these guys to start the ball game. They get a 1-2-3 top half. Then now, leadoff single here in the home half, off to a great start.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, this team doesn't hit all that many doubles, so they're going to have to string some hits together. But a few more extra base hits could really jumpstart a rally for you, and I think that could help this ball club.
Joey Votto will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike two. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. None left for Cincinnati. After one, no score. Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. That evens it up, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A 2-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Addison Russell will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. At home run, estimated at 401 feet. 1 out, nobody on. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Set to deal on 2-2. Hit to short. Cozart has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, catcher Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And that misses for ball 4.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Stepping in, Kyle Hendricks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh, he brought it back. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Adam Duvall will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, I don't know how long they can keep watching these bad performances. It was a terrible game yesterday, and he's hitting under 100 over his last 10 games.
Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Brandon Phillips will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Batting 6th, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Fowler. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Zach Cozart will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it, and he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Dexter Fowler is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Votto, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Next for the Cubs, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Hit to first. Fielded by Votto. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Into the windup and the pitch. In the air out toward right field. Duvall sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ivan De Jesus Jr. will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Fowler on the run, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Into the box, Dan Straley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Here's a swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Jose Peraza is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Jose Peraza will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place, but luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Eugenio Suarez will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Two out with the man at first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's set down, 1 away.
The second base.
That'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Into the stands. He got it.
Get out of here.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
Jason Hayward will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Joey Votto is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Adam Duvall comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
No strike.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And with 2 away, the pitcher's probably 3/4 of the way back into the dugout. But then, not so fast. He's going to have to come back and do some more work now.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. In there, a base hit.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
So striding in, Ivan De Jesus Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds 1. Addison Russell heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded by Cozart. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Miguel Montero will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Shot towards second. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Into the box now, Kyle Hendricks. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And the toss will go to Phillips at first base, so the sacrifice works as planned.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with one out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Dexter Fowler will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Number 5 will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Number 5 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 5.
Dan Straley will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Jose Peraza will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
Ball.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball. No strike.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Grounded to third. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The throw into second, and he is in there.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Joey Votto will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. To first, Rizzo is there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here, 2-1. Kyle Schwarber makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Chris Coghlan will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 8, Chris Coghlan.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Fly ball to straightaway left. DeJesus waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for
Well,
the Cubs,
he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Chris Bryant will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Christian Villanueva will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Villanueva.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that misses 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Number 75 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. One and one, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. DeJesus moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still lead it 2-1. Chris Coughlin will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 8.
Christian Villanueva is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 61, Christian Villanueva.
Number 75 will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Adam Duvall will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1 for that man right there. Just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
All season long, when they needed the big hit, he's been there for them, and he delivers again here in a tight spot. Now, I tell you, he has really impressed me the way he swung the bat this year. No doubt about it.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Zobrist is there for it. 1 out.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the 3rd time through the lineup And guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Zach Cozart steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
Here's the show motion version of that ball 4.
Number 3.
Oh,
Look out!
Well, that just shows how little time you have to react to a pitch that's coming in right at you like that.
In now, Ivan De Jesus Jr. as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Jordan Pacheco will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Lifted in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Tony Cingrani is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Tony Cingrani.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Christopher Negron is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. On the ground up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Jason Hayward will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Matt Caesar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 20, Matt Caesar.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Cingrani pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike two. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
As a hitter, when you're not catching up to the fastball and you're physically fine, a lot of times that means your problem is you're indecisive. You're not sure what you're trying to do at the plate. You're not confident. You're not trusting your ability. Right now, it's more mental than it is physical.
Munenori Kawasaki will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 66, Munenori Kawasaki.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Into the box now, Miguel Montero. He singled his last time up. Wilson Contreras will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 43, Wilson Contreras.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
To 2-2 now. The 2-2 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Jorge Soler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 68, Jorge Soler.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. De Jesus on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati, and we are tied 2-2. Christopher Negron will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 19, Christopher Negron.
Matt Caesar will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Munenori Kawasaki will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop. Wilson Contreras will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Ryan Williams will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
87, Ryan Williams.
Jose Peraza gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Center fielder, Jose Peraza.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
For a young pitcher out there, he's certainly going to have the butterflies working. I mean, it's probably going to take him a batter or 2 to really settle in out there and get comfortable. But he won't ever get too comfortable out there if he keeps walking guys.
Eugenio Suarez comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, it was a promising start to the inning. You get the leadoff man on in the tie ball game. But all that optimism comes crashing down here on the double play.
Joey Votto will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
Pitch on the way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Liner toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Adam Duvall will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Brandon Phillips gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back from Cincinnati after this. Steven Johnson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Steven Johnson.
Number 5 will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. That's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Chris Coughlin is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Hit down the line at first. Votto is there, and Votto will take this one to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like one run may be enough to win this one. Christian Villanueva comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
2 out, nobody on. Two and one after the foul ball there. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard to short. Cozart is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, one away.
As far as rookie pitchers are concerned, he looks pretty poised out there. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look that many guys have. He's just going about his business, and he gets the pop up there.
Zach Cozart steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, that's getting bailed out at the plate.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 3, Ivan De Jesus Jr.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You're playing 11, 1-1.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And if you're wondering just who remains on the Cincinnati bench, should they think about making a move, there you get a look at him right there. Scott Schebler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 43, Scott Schebler.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Caleb Cotham will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Number 75 stands in.
Leading out for the Cubs, first baseman, number 75.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sliced hard on the ground. Backhanded. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Christopher Negron.
Settling in now, Christopher Negron. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Here he comes on 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peraza has a beat on it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
Matt Caesar is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
He's set, and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Votto in foul ground. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Jose Peraza will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now here's the pitch. Slow roller left side. Gonna be a tough play. 1 away.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion, and he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him. Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. Center fielder on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away.
Oh, what a swing there. Now you've got the winning run at second base. So with 1 away, now defensively it's going to have to be all hands on deck if they want to get this thing to a 10th inning.
So coming to the plate, Joey Votto. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
That's inside. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so they'll go ahead and give him the freebie here.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Adam Duvall steps into the box in a big spot with that winning run at second. The double play, however, is in order. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
And he doesn't look like the same reliever here in his 3rd inning of work. Looking a little worse for wear out there.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Number 75 is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Oh, that pop-up really helped him out. He's coming back strong now.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now this is lined into right center. He comes through around third and being waved on home. And the Reds have done it. They walk off a winner.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 4-2. So long from Cincy.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on.